At the beginning of the story, there is a man standing by the lake, his wife approaching him as he turns, and he seems to have been enchanted. He immediately jumps into the lake. His wife cries a lot and says to let him go, marry me in return, and her husband will suddenly surface in a normal state. His wife helps him out of the water, but his wife is suddenly pulled into the water by mysterious things. He tries to help her, but something inside is tempting her. And these workers are mermaids. Instead of his life, they took the life of his wife. And then the engaged couple is shown. The girl's name is Marina and the boy's name is Roman. They are actually in the pool. Marina's fiancé teaches her to swim because she can't swim. At the same time, Roman's friend arrived there and challenged him to a swimming race. And Roman goes to a swimming competition and handles Marina on the edge of the pool. Behind them, Marina is trying to swim. It will start to heat up immediately, and Roman doesn't know about it at all. After swimming, he finds Marina drowning. On it, Roman quickly saves her life. Marina is now safe. After this incident, there is an argument between them. Then Roman visits with his friend in a house built on the shore of a lake. It is his father's house. Roman tells his friend that her mother died in the lake near this house due to drowning. And after that his father went crazy. Now the reality is revealed that the person standing near the lake is Roman's father, and the mermaid drowned his mother. Roman's friend brings him to the deer, because Roman was about to get married. They both observe the basement filled with water, so they think that either this standing water is a sewer or stormwater problem. After a while, their other friends also come to the party. Roman sometimes leaves the party because of his bad mood, and it sits on the edge of the same lake. He quickly calls Marina, but she is busy with some work, and Roman jumps into that lake for a swim. While swimming, Roman becomes aware of the presence of someone other than himself. He comes out of the lake and sees a girl combing her hair. He takes her mermaid. He is intrigued and close to her. They both approach each other. He asks with a smile, "Do you love me?" Marina then calls Roman but gets no answer. Roman's friends are looking for him the next morning. He is senseless at the edge of the lake. When he regains consciousness, he asks about the mermaid. His friends find a mermaid's comb on the floor, and Marina also finds the same comb in Roman's clothes. Roman is not feeling well after this incident and shows low performance. His trainer advises him to have more training. When he takes a bath after training, he faces mysterious events. The mermaid is behind him and asks, "Do you love me?" He immediately turns around, but the mermaid disappears. When Roman returns home, he feels more upset, because now he has a fever. Marina thinks he is unwell because of the exercise. Then a girl tickles Roman. He takes her Marina and screams. As he gets up to check, no one is there. Marina drugs Roman to sleep and makes a video call with his sister. Marina informs her about Roman's condition and says that he might be interested in another girl. He points to the comb as he says this. Looking at the crest, Aleksandr is shocked. He notices the same ridge in the pictures of his father and mother. The next day, Roman jumps into the pool for training. He finds himself in the same pool. He's coming out. When he meets the same mermaid, he asks her the same question, "Do you love me?" He refuses to do so. Roman passes out as she screams and he is at the edge of the pool. All people are trying to restore its meaning. Roman is more upset after this event. Due to high fevers, he has to admit himself to the hospital. And Roman tells the whole story to everyone. Like after meeting a girl, different things started happening to him. And that girl is with him always and everywhere. Aleksandr asks Roman where he first met the girl. He says he met her at the lake shore. She was wearing his shirt. Hearing this, Marina got angry and left. Roman follows her, but could not walk due to weakness. Suddenly, Marina hears someone, so she goes in different directions. Roman also follows her and reaches into the room, where he encounters the mermaid again. And the door is locked before Marina gets there. The mermaid attacks Roman to the point where the humans drag Roman out of the room. Aleksandr understands everything and notices everything that happens, and he brings him to his father. At first, their father forbids them from meeting them and asks them to go. Then he hears everything from Aleksandr. Hearing her, he ignores her, but later cries a lot over Roman's condition. And he says don't listen to the mermaid's words or she will take you with her. He tells the whole story when he met the mermaid on the lake shore. She worried him and could be seen everywhere in front of him. And your mother used many tricks to avoid it, but all were in vain. And she took your mother with her. And he also says, I still miss him. Here he is not referring to his wife, but to an unforgettable mermaid. They all move into that house on the edge of the lake and hear it. Roman and Marina stay in the house, and Aleksandr goes to the edge of the lake with Roman's friend Leah. Leah jumps into the lake and finds a grave in the lake. It floats near a grave with a name engraved on it. He reads it and also finds dead bodies around it. Seeing this, Leah tried to run away, but the mermaid pulled him down. Anyway, it comes out of the water, and with the help of Aleksandr, he reaches the edge of the lake and says the name of the mermaid Lisa Grigorieva. On the other side, Marina observes the lady in front of the house. When he goes there, he is confronted by the ghost of Roman's mother. She says she was in a pre-death ritual. Roman's mother also says, "Take your property and return mine." Marina returns to her house out of fear. He approaches Roman and notices that an evil force has pulled Roman into the basement. On this, Marina helps Roman. Suddenly the mermaid comes into view and starts pulling again. Seeing her, Marina attacked the mermaid and pulled Roman up. And the place is locked with a nail, and Aleksandr says, in a previous age, suicides were buried at the edge of the lake rather than in the cemetery. Lisa Grigorieva is also believed to have committed suicide, whose grave was created there. As a result of the waterlogging, her grave was also underwater, and she also says that you should not take her comb, because all the power of mermaids is in their hair. At the same time, Marina mentions Roman's mother talking about her comb and the ritual. And Marina asks Leah to wait for her outside the cottage, and the ritual of going inside begins. Meanwhile, a mermaid appears in front of Leah and asks, "Do you love me?" He answers, "Yes," and she woos him. She also casts a spell on Roman and forces him to enter the cellar. Aleksandr notices this and tries to stop him, but is attacked by him. Marina, on the other hand, performs a precise ritual after training. Dip the comb in water. Looking in the mirror, she says, "Take your thing back and give me back my love." The comb immediately disappears and the mermaid submerges Marina's face in the water, revealing her past. What happened to her in the past when a boy cheats her to marry another girl after a proposal. He kills them face to face and commits suicide by jumping into the lake. She then transforms into a mermaid, and she caught many males that lured them and drowned them to death. Roman runs to the cottage from the basement when he recovers, where Leah is also bewitched. He walks into a cottage where many mermaids are pretending to be Marina and asks, "Do you love me?" He recognizes Marina and expresses his love for her. Witchcraft ended as a result. The next morning everything seems normal. Leah is still enchanted by the mermaid. She accepts her love and moves into the basement. Roman also follows him, the mermaid taking Leah with her. Roman tries to save him, but is attacked again by the mermaid. And he says he will take everything from you. At the same time, Marina and Aleksandr also reach there and help Roman escape, and everyone leaves the place immediately. As they cover the distance, their car breaks down. Roman comes outside to check the car. Suddenly it starts raining, and where he sees the mermaid again. And at first glance, the car starts to fill with water. In reality, Mermaid wanted to tear Roman away from Marina, so she did all these things. Roman immediately breaks the window and saves Aleksandr and Marina. To this Aleksandr says, "Why doesn't she leave us even though we gave her back the comb?" And Roman will understand that he will not stop chasing him. Roman quickly moves to the lake and Marina also runs after him. But when someone hits her on the head, she falls unconscious. A mermaid approaches him as he reaches the edge of the lake. Then she asks Roman again, "Do you love me?" Roman replies, "Yes." But the mermaid tells him, "No, you love that girl," and she attacks Roman. On the other hand, we see that Aleksandr makes Marina the source of the sacrifice in the ritual. The purpose of this ritual is to sacrifice his future wife in place of her brother. A crying Marina begs Aleksandr to stop it, but she ignores it. At the same time, Roman's father arrives there, and she asks Aleksandr to stop doing Marina because the mermaid motif is the same. Aleksandr agrees with his father. The mermaid immediately gets there. Alexandra's father asks the mermaid to spare everyone's life and take me with her. He then declares his love and she brings Alexandra's father, who attacks him. Seeing this, Aleksandr pulls the mermaid by her hair. Marina undid the strings and cut the mermaid's hair with scissors. The mermaid was in the form of a devil with power in her hair. She began to feel uneasy about how her hair was cut. At first sight, he attacks Aleksandr and takes him with him. Marina is unable to save Aleksandr and her father. However, in order to save Roman's life, she quickly goes to the edge of the lake and finds him lying there uncomfortably. When she gets there, she tells Roman that all the mermaid's straightening is not in the comb, but in the hair. Roman stops hearing it and Marina jumps into the water. Marina is attacked by a mermaid, but she cuts her hair in front of the mermaid. With a haircut, Roman recovers. Marina comes to Roman and the two embrace, and he asks Roman, "Do you love me?" Roman suspects her and starts cutting her hair, and she is actually a mermaid. She came before him and pretended to be Marina. As it is cut, it loses its power. Roman then jumps into the lake and pulls the unconscious Marina out of the water. After a while, Marina regains consciousness. It turns out that they won this fight because of their love for each other, and the power of the mermaid kneels before them. And here the movie recap also ends.